Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be giving you guys an update on our summer reading plans. So even though we are schooling like normal, I will say, throughout the year for this summer, the girls are still participating in summer reading programs because that's just something that they love to do, and I do not want to take that away from them. I have a huge book bag, which this is my Made to Homeschool bag. If you don't know about Made to Homeschool, this bag is perfect for carrying all your books, and we'll chat about that in a minute. And I also have the papers that the girls have been filling out for the summer reading programs that we're participating in. One of them is online. So I'm going to give you guys an idea of how we're doing things during the summer. I will say it was definitely challenging for me to think about what type of books do my girls need to read right now, or what would be good, what would interest them. I was really focused on books that they're going to be reading during the fall, which make sure you subscribe because I'm going to be coming out with our fall reading list for all of my girls, which is something that I have never really done for them. But for my 6th, 5th, and 1st grader, I'm going to actually have a reading list for them for the school year of books that I would like for them to read, books that they have chosen to read. So be sure to subscribe so you can check out that list coming out really soon. So I decided to kind of give us a theme for the summer. If you don't know, our camping trip that we had scheduled for last October and then again this March, both of those had to be canceled. One for weather, and the second was because we already had plans, and so all of the other families didn't, so they went ahead and went without us. Ugh, so sad. But we are going to be going camping for real, seriously, in October. We have everything we need because we were already planned to go last October. And so I thought that would be perfect for us to read about camping. And it's summertime, and that's what people do typically in the summertime, is like camping, lots of outdoor life, those types of things. Also, my girls are into volleyball and soccer, and so I thought, let's get some books about volleyball, soccer, and also gymnastics for my baby girl. So that is the theme of what you're going to see in the books for us for the summer. Majority of these books I checked out from the library. I'm pretty sure that I have met and possibly exceeded my book budget for the entire year already, and we have not even started. I need to make some changes, y'all. Okay, so these are in no specific order. I also did not say these are on your level, this is on somebody else's level. I just grabbed the books because really they just want to read and they just want to have a good time doing it. And so I didn't want to put any pressure to make sure, make sure this is a 6th grade reading level book, or make sure this is a kindergarten reading level book. I'm going to be reading the books to my kindergartner, my rising 1st grader. My older daughters will also be reading books to her. There are some readers in here where she can pick out a few words and read as well. And so we're just going to kind of like have fun. And I say we're going to. The girls have already been reading because the summer reading programs started June the 1st. And we are now almost 2 weeks into the month of June. So they've been reading anyway, and we're just going to keep going with some of the books that we have. Now, this is the first set of books that I'm pretty sure my girls will go through by the end of this month, maybe mid-July. The summer reading programs that they are participating in end on like July 31st, and one of them ends maybe like August the 5th. And so they're just going to keep reading all of these until they get to the end, their prize, and then we'll move on to like fall books. Some of the books that I did grab that are really more specifically for my younger daughter, I'm going to show you guys. They're mainly like picture books, things like that, but there are also all of these other books she can read as well. So we have The Soccer Fence, and it says, in a country struggling with acceptance, hope can come in many different forms. And it's a story of friendship, hope, and apartheid in South Africa. I just got it because I thought it was about soccer, and it is. And we're going to learn something in the process. The next one is Soccer Time. Fiona plays soccer. Curious George plays soccer. Lucy tries soccer. Lucy gets to get in the game. This is Howard B. Wibbleton learns about sportsmanship. Winning isn't everything. Betty Bunny wants a goal. And then Goal. And this is another one that has historic African roots to it as well. So as I said, we're going to learn something. It says, this is an uplifting and inspiring. This beautifully written illustrated book reminds me of the joys of saving grace of friendship and sports. Set in South Africa, this book is a gift for soccer fans and all families around the world. So we are going to read more about soccer. So those are specifically for my younger daughter. My older daughters will read them too. My girls cannot be the only ones that still love picture books. Like, they'll pick up picture books all the time and just go through them. Of course, they go through them super quick because it's not a whole lot of reading, but they really still love picture books. So as long as they're loving picture books, I will find picture books for them as well. Okay, some of the other things that are about soccer and volleyball and also gymnastics This is a James Maddox series. There are like 46 books in this series. It's one for boys and then another one for girls. And so I grabbed quite a few of the ones for girls. This is for my youngest daughter, Balance Beam Boss. And then we have Volleyball Victory. This will be for my older two. We also have Volleyball Dreams, Digging Deep. I grabbed Running Rivals because I'm always talking to my oldest daughter about running track, so I thought I would go ahead and grab that one. And then we have Striker Sisters and Soccer Sabotage. And this one I did purchase because my daughter really wanted to read it, but I got it off of Amazon. The rest of these are library checkouts, but this one is Jump Serve. So then we have the Sports Illustrated Kids, You Can't Strike Your Serves. We also have Billy B. Brown, The Soccer Star. And then Magic Treehouse has a book, Soccer on Sunday. Grab that one. There's another one too. It says Magic Treehouse Fact Tracker, Soccer on the back. I might grab that one too, y'all. I didn't know that. They love the Magic Treehouse books. And then I grabbed this one. This is a soccer girl, or girls soccer. And this book is on the court, on the field, in the gym. Female athletes are taking their sports to the new heights every day. Girls Sports Zone highlights the stars of each sport and the skills they've mastered on the way. In these chapters, it talks about different people within the soccer world and different skills for girls in soccer. So really cool. All right, those are our soccer books. Next is camping. So I thought it'd be fun to read about camping before we actually go to camping. I didn't think about this last summer, but you know, God's timing is always right because we didn't end up going camping. But hopefully this year we will make it. So I decided to grab the Adventures in Odyssey. They have a camp on it, audio. We have been listening to the one that I bought at convention. We're done with it. It's amazing. I want to buy all of them. I love listening to them. The girls do too. So anytime we get in the car, we pop one of those CDs in. So I thought I would check this out from the library. Save me a little bit of money too. Then we have Cam Jensen, The Summer Camp Mysteries. Be Prepared. And this is all about like being out in the wilderness. It reminds me of like Girl Scouts or Troop Beverly Hills. I'm probably showing my age, but that's a movie that came out like way long time ago, 80s, 90s, maybe somewhere in there. But this is Be Prepared. And it's pretty thick. I don't know. We might make this a read aloud. It's a graphic novel. My middle daughter is all into graphic novels, so we'll see. I may just let her read that one on her own. Then we have Ty's Travels Camp Out. We have Pete the Cat Goes Camping. Katie Goes Camping. This is the Katie Woo series, and there are lots of different books in the Katie Woo series. Alone is another one. This will probably be a book that my oldest daughter dives into. She will read this and go through it fairly quickly, I'm sure, but I'm excited. I wish I could read every single book with my girls, but I can't. I really, really want to. I've always wanted to do that. I was not a big reader growing up, and my girls have really kind of pushed me into that area, and I love it, but I just cannot read every book with them. They read too fast. They have way more time than I do. But yeah, this is one that, I don't know, I might peek in a couple of times and just maybe catch a few pages with her on it. So we'll see. Okay, this one is Gone Camping, and it says a novel in verse. They also have Gone Fishing as well. So it looks like a bunch of different, like, it almost reminds me of like a poetry book. Okay, then we have Nancy Clancy, Soccer Mania. Oh, this is out of the soccer pile, but this is a soccer book for the girls. And then we have Camp Out Quest. This is another pretty thick chapter book that maybe my middle daughter, she might really be into that one. And then we have 12 Rules to Boot Camp, and this is a Tuttle Twins book. I'm not exactly sure what it's about. I can't remember. I research all these books and then I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it. But they'll have a Tuttle Twins book. This is round number 1. I have round number 2 where I'm waiting for those to come in from the library. Let's talk about the summer reading programs that they're participating in. The first one is through Half Price Books, and they are calling this, they call it their summer reading camp, which is always fun because they had a huge list of camping books, which is where I got some of the book suggestions for camping from, which is awesome. But they give you this little packet here, and it gives you the instructions on what to do and how to do it. This is Mallory's. There's a reading list because they just want to know what you're reading. You don't have to fill this out at all. And then it goes through for June, and then you mark off the days that you've read. There's a little activity down here. That's pretty much that. And then you go on the inside, and then you do a book report over like your favorite book, whatever that might be. And then you take this in at the end of June, and they will give you $5 in book bucks. We did that last year. The girls loved it. $5 goes a long way in half price books. Then you go back and you get started on July. You do the same thing. You mark off the days. There's another little activity down below. And then you have your July book report here. Obviously, all of the books that the girls read will not be able to fit on those lines, but we'll just fill them up. And then once they're done, they're done. And then at the end of July, they go back and they turn the whole thing in after they do their July book report, and then they get an additional $5 book bucks. So by the time they're done with this reading program by Half Price Books, they will have $10 to spend in there. Sometimes my girls get toys, sometimes they get books. It just doesn't matter. Like, they can pick whatever they want. They also get bookmarks sometimes and little things that they can put in their books when they're reading, little craft pages, just whatever they choose. I let them pick whatever it is that they want, as long as they stay within that $10 budget of the cards that they've been given. So that is for Half Price Books. The next one is Barnes & Nobles. We did all of these last year. Barnes & Nobles is the same as what it was last year. And you basically have this reading journal, and they have it for, let's see, it's for grades 1st through 6th. And they classify 1st and 2nd together, 3rd and 4th, and then 5th and 6th. Last year, my baby girl was going into kindergarten and she participated. She picked a book off the 1st and 2nd grade list. It was totally fine. She enjoyed it. And so this is what they have. And they have specific books that you can get for each grade level. So my girls have already gone through and kind of picked some of the books that they think they may want. They get one book from Barnes & Noble. We're going to research those a little bit further to make sure that it's something that we want in our home and that my girls are interested in reading. And then when it's time, when they have completed their 8 books, which they are almost done, I need to catch up Mallory's reading list. But once they've completed their 8 books, they can go in, I believe, starting July 1st, and they can pick their book out. So you just take this completed form into them, and then they give you a little voucher. You go and pick your book, you show them what book you've gotten, and that's it. It's super simple. But on the back here, they want you to write the title and author of the book and your favorite part about that book. And that is it. 8 books and they're done. The last one is through our local library system. It is all done online. The girls get online every day and they log specific minutes. Once they get to like 600 minutes, technically they have completed the program. They can continue going to get additional minutes and points, and that gets them further along in the drawing to win specific prizes. Last year it was like an iPad and different kids' toys for the younger ages, tablets, things like that are like the major toys that prizes that they get. Otherwise, they just keep reading, and then they also get an opportunity to get 2 books, or they can get like a card to get all of their fines erased, which they probably should get rid of that because they don't even do fines at our libraries anymore. So I'm not really sure why that's an option on there. Or they can get like a activity packet, which my girls always go for the books. So last year, each of our girls got 2 books. Once they completed and reached that 600 minutes, you can go in anytime. So if they were done with their 600 minutes now, and it's just the beginning of June, they could go in and pick their 2 books. My oldest 2 daughters are almost done with their 600 minutes. It's insane. They read all the time. And the baby girl, she'll probably be done like at the beginning of July. And then they will get their prizes for reading and meeting the minutes requirement for the summer reading program. So we love all of these programs. They get prizes. It gives them a goal to go for. Now, how are we doing reading within our homes? I give them a time frame. We are still doing math and grammar and all of those things, but I'm not super specific. They can pick whatever book they want. They write it down and they're done. I don't lay out books for them. I don't have them do them in any specific order. This is just fun, relaxing reading, and I want my girls to continue to enjoy reading. And it's something that I never had to push on them. They just all gravitated towards it, which I think is amazing. I love it. And so I don't put a whole lot of standards, especially on their summer reading. Now, there will be some when we start in the fall and they're doing specific books that we have chosen for them, but otherwise the summer reading is like free for all. The books are all on one shelf upstairs and they just get to pick the book. When they're done with it, they put it back on the shelf in case their sister wants to read it. It's just that simple. Time frame, they spend 20 to 30 minutes a day at the least. That is the amount of time that they have to spend every single day reading. That includes Saturday and Sunday. They read way more than that. I literally have to stop my older two daughters from reading. Stop them. I have to say, girls, it's time for bed, or girls, it's time to eat, or girls, don't you want to get in the shower? Like, I have to stop them from reading, which I think is a really good problem to have. But there are no specific standards other than meeting that time frame and doing it every single day, including the weekends. They spend a lot of their time reading during the week because we have limited TV. None, as a matter of fact. They have no TV during the week. Then on the weekends, all they want to do is sit around and read now, because I did limit their TV time on the weekends as well, because I found that they would like binge watch any and everything they possibly could because they weren't watching TV during the week. So they felt like they had to catch up. So they do have a time limit on TV on the weekends, and it is about 2.5 to 3 hours per day, which is still a lot. That's like 6 hours of TV if they really take advantage of that. But they don't. They read, and we play board games, and we do errands and all the things. So they are still getting their reading in, which makes it an awesome reading program. Some of the book suggestions that I've gotten were from our Made to Homeschool community family. We have a specific circle in Made to Homeschool that is all focused on books. It is called the Book Nook, and I love that. So that is one of the many amazing things about Made to Homeschool. If you have not heard about it, it is an online homeschool community where we just talk about everything. We connect over everything. There is someone in there for everyone. There are live workshops every Monday with varying times. As a matter of fact, I have a workshop coming and I am very, very excited about it. So if you are not in the community, hop into the Made Homeschool community. I'm going to put a link down below in the description, and it's also going to give you 10% off of the yearly premium subscription, guys, and you get a 7-day free trial. Hop in there, chat with me. I would love to connect with you in a totally different manner than what we do here on YouTube, and I hope to see your face in those circles.